This video is sponsored by Cake Wallet, the easiest open source wallet to store Bitcoin, Monero, and Litecoin securely on mobile and desktop devices. When buying, selling, and exchanging crypto or trading for gift cards, Cake Wallet ensures privacy and security, giving you the keys to your coins. Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to the Daily Zest. I'm your host, Randi Hipper, here today on a lovely Friday. And yes, I said Friday because we worked so hard this whole week to sit back, relax, and now talk about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency because we love talking about Bitcoin. We love talking about crypto. PayPal has more crypto added to their platform. Jack Dorsey's buying more Bitcoin. And we have Liz Warren, Gary Gensler, and all these tyrannical individuals trying to kill the crypto industry in the United States. What's happening today? I will fill you in. Guys, we're going to get after it. I'm so excited. Bitcoin's pumping this morning. We're up around 4.5%, trying to test that 62K. Where are we on the chartery? I'll give you a little update in a moment. First, I want to make sure you guys are checking out our two amazing sponsors of the show, Cake Wallet and Market Cipher. Get 20% off Market Cipher with code ZESTY at checkout. Damn, that water looked cold. Yes, it's straight from the fridge, I needed like a little bit of a sippy because I had to fast this morning and like, I'm kind of like not supposed to be drinking even a smoothie, but I needed something. But yeah, so my energy's not like 10,000% today like usual, but I'm still pumping. And we're going to have a good show. S-Dog, good morning. Gary Littlemore, nice to see you guys. Mike Volmer, my girl Alexandra G. Thank you, Pocket Change and Chump Change, for the raid. And also, Pocket Change lost her emojis. She needs membershippery. Who else we have? Joe Harvey. Good morning, Joe Harvey. M2, good morning. Black Hat, good morning to you as always. Geek of All Trades, Alex, good morning. All Set, what's up? Mark Smithson, Mr. Yee. Who else do we have in the chat? Auto, Sola Hefe, good morning. Crimson on X, John Legend. Let's see, Auto, I think I said hello to Wick, to Effer, Pablo Chuco, Galaxy 9, Rudy Poo, Dave P, Chase Blanchard with Ducat, Habibi on X, good morning. Memory Man, Dave P, I think I said hello to. Gary, I was speaking to over on TikTok. Who else we have over here? Paul Kelly Music, the VV Zombie, good morning. Dakota Alt Account, Cyber Unit 06, AC Hook. All right. Crypto Farmer, I see you. Johnny Sin Chan, nice to see you. Welcome, welcome. Bullish Bradley, good morning. JBZ. Terry Sigler said, good morning, Ravishing Randy. Oh, thank you. Yak, good morning to you. Daniel, thank you for the rose. I appreciate it. Oh, boy. Rogelio says, saludos from Mexico. Buenos dias, amigo. Nice to see ya. Bell Miners in the chat. Financial Failure says sheeshers. FF, you have your sheesh emoji because you're a member. Rain that sheesh emoji. Alvo said, hola, senorita. Hola, my friends. Eatable Zebra. Hello. Gavin, hurro to you. Crimson. Smokey Dan, good morning. All right. Thank you for the festival bling, Amish Butter Apes. Appreciate you. G, good morning. Guys, on TikTok, we have 66 followers over there until we hit 10,000 followers. You better be camping it up. And then go over to YouTube because that's where the most zest is at. Also, guys, we have a goal. 25 more subscribers for 16,500. I know it's a lot for one episode, but let's get as close as we can to that. I really want 16,500 subscribers. Let's get it. All right, guys, we have a lot going on, right? Right, Misko? He said it was great seeing you on Piano Matty B last night. Shout out to Piano Matty B.
The sound check.
Baby, it's a sound check. I'm gonna check this sweet mic. Why don't you check yours too? I was also on Spaces this morning at 7:30. I was like, oh my lordy lord, it was crazy. But it was a great space, all the gamery and things like that. And we're going to get into the charts. We're going to get into everything crypto. Of course, I'm going to show you a peek at Bitcoin right now because she's pumping right now, 4.5% just about. And our high was like 61.8, almost 61.9. So we are kind of trying to teeter right now and hit that 63.6. That's our next level to watch. And of course, getting through this golden zone. That's why it's called the golden zone, because it's nothing but zest. Very significant level. Was warning you guys about this level, especially getting close to that 56K. Our low was just above that 56.6. So very interesting what's going on. We have a green dot on market Cipher. So I'm looking pretty optimistic today, and I'm very happy. I'm very excited. So yeah, let's get after it. Right, Ivan Hernandez in the chat. I see you. I see you. But yeah, I love this. I'm so excited for Bitcoin in the golden zone. And of course, there's going to be FUD in the market. Right, Earl? I see you. I see you in the chat. Guys, we have an issue with the banks spreading FUD. And it's always like they put out these little opinion pieces that are so hysterical because they have really nothing to do with what's going on. And JP Morgan, of course, has to stick their nose in everything. It said that this recent sell-off was driven by retail investors, which, again, we know retail really isn't here yet. So it's funny that they're saying that it is, and that this was driven by retail. JP Morgan, you're lying. And it's so funny what they say in here, because they said it's keeping its cautious stance on crypto markets because of the ETF outflows and headwinds that the banks have been identifying, elevated positioning, high Bitcoin prices versus gold, and versus the estimated Bitcoin production cost is subdued at VC funding. And they're saying it's still in place, that the crypto markets have seen significant profit taking, and Bitcoin fell 16%. But guys, if you take a look at Bitcoin, obviously we've gone up a significant amount and needed this pullback, right? So you can even look from 51.7 the last time, like we were consolidating kind of in the 50K range. We went up 43% from that point. And then, of course, now we're going to take another dip. And now we retraced 22%. So to me, this is normal price action. But to JP Morgan, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, no. Everyone's selling off. Retail is throwing everything away. Yeah, sure. And then you have Fidelity that's kind of stepping in and throwing their opinion out there and saying, Bitcoin's volatility is falling and it will continue to as it matures, which is a very interesting take, especially because you look at Bitcoin price now. You look at how beautiful she's been. She moves up, consolidates, moves up, pulls back, consolidates, pulls up, consolidates, up, consolidation. That is beautiful price movement. We really haven't seen that in the past, where it's been like really dramatic up and then really dramatic downs for Bitcoin, versus now where it's a really nice steady build up. So I do think volatility will go down, but how much though if we end up going parabolic?
You're welcome.
Happy birthday, John Foster.
Oh, poop. Happy birthday, John Foster. Yeah, John, happy birthday. Everyone say happy birthday to John. Give him a 100 emoji. Give him a little emoji in there. Oh, that's beautiful. Happy birthday. Also, shout out to Emma Foster, the youngest moderator in YouTube frickin' history. Nice to see you, girl. Hope you're doing good. And also, happy birthday to your dad. Give him a cookie or something later, okay? John, you're the best. He says, thanks, everyone. You're the best, John. I appreciate you and your support. I can't wait to see you guys. Oh, I can't wait to meet John Foster and Emma Foster. It's going to be so freaking awesome. I hope you guys are smashing the likes and everything, because we have a goal of 150 likes, 150 live viewers. I know we're getting after it today, and I'm excited. There's a lot of good energy out there today, a lot of really good energy. And I'm ignoring all the FUD. I'm ignoring JP Morgan. And, it just leads me to one of the worst women I've ever seen in politics. And we can take a guess at who that is. None other than Liz Warren. Now, Liz Warren is so annoying because she makes up anything and everything she wants to make up. And, of course, she wants to come after crypto. The American Bankers Association backs her anti-crypto bill. She's lobbying for the banks. And that's what a lot of people aren't picking up as she's throwing down all of her and lies about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. So now she's saying she's warning the national security chiefs about Iranian crypto mining. Now, this is absolutely ridiculous because anyone, anywhere in the world can mine crypto. That is a fact. So just because it possibly could be in Iran, you're going to say crypto's bad and try to attack us yet again when there's crypto mining everywhere. Anyone in the world could validate transactions. And if someone based in Iran is using this technology, does this mean they're a bad person? No. You are just hearing more and more spews of lies. And again, has she ever proven that Iran is mining Bitcoin, mining Ethereum, validating any transactions? No. So here's the latest on her. We'll go kind of back in the timeline here, where Warren and Senator Angus King in Maine sent a letter to the Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, Secretary of Treasury Janet Yellen, and National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan to question what the authorities are doing about Iran's increasingly lucrative relationship with crypto mining that poses a direct threat to our national security. The letter, dated May 1st, outlined Iran's status as a leading jurisdiction for Bitcoin mining and how its central bank channels crypto into funding the economy, saying crypto mining has become such a big industry in Iran that it has strained the country's energy grid, leading the Iranian government to temporarily suspend crypto mining several times after it was blamed for massive blackouts. From anyone else other than Liz Warren, have we ever heard of crypto mining causing a blackout and straining a national grid when we've seen quite the opposite in the United States? Where in the United States, if there's somewhere where there needs to be energy redirected, the miners will shut down their operations and give that power back to the grid and therefore help wherever they're at in the location where they're kind of mining. So I don't really understand what's going on in Iran. I don't understand why she's saying that it's such a bad thing that they're mining crypto. Are they great people? I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe I honestly don't believe anything she says anywhere. But there is really not enough sufficient evidence here to point towards this being such a huge deal. And we already knew this was coming because, one, she doesn't like crypto. Two, she has bankers backing her. And three, because she mentioned this earlier in April, where she was asking Wally Adeyemo, who's the Deputy Treasury Secretary, first Chief of Staff at the CFPB, all these things, and said that if she sent him $1,000 in crypto, is it possible that Iran could validate that transaction? The guy says, yeah. She says, so if Iran is subject to all of these sanctions and making millions of dollars validating transactions, all because we don't have the means to stop them? The guy says, yes. Okay, so if someone in Iran goes on Twitter and tweets something derogatory, that's possible. If someone in Iran wants to go and do something, it's possible. They want to use a car and do bad things with the car, that's possible. Are you going to go and blame the car maker that maybe sent the cars to Iran and say, oh my gosh, you're a bad person. You're not going to be able to create your cars anymore? That is so silly. That is so silly. That's like saying like someone's posting on Instagram and you don't like that they're posting on Instagram because they have the ability to have access to the internet. That is ridiculous to me. And especially because, again, this is a permissionless natured environment. How are you going to go and say someone shouldn't be mining or shouldn't be validating transactions? It's all because she has another mission at hand. And it actually blows my mind that she's able to even say these types of things. If you throw back to even December, look at what she was saying. This terrorist thing. Like, she makes up things all the time without giving any evidence ever.
Again, because there's a new threat out there. It's crypto, and it is being used for terrorist financing.
What a joke, this woman.
It is being used for drug trafficking. North Korea is using it to pay for about half of its nuclear weapons program. We can't allow that to continue.
Where was the evidence for that? How is she proving that North Korea is funding its nuclear system with Bitcoin and crypto? This woman lies constantly and says that crypto is used for terrorists. She even tweeted herself and got community noted when she said crypto companies are spending millions during and building an army of former defense and law enforcement officials to lobby against new rules and literally have crypto financed terrorism. Community notes even said crypto is objectively less than 1% of all monetary illicit activity, and there's also nothing supporting this claim. Of course no one can support the claim because the claim is false, because it's lies. propaganda. We've learned about that in school, and this is exactly what she's doing. She's trying to say that crypto users are terrorists. Meanwhile, she's trying to terrorize an industry that's completely public, completely transparent, and something that obviously she's threatened by because the bankers don't like it, and she gets paid over $200K a year, somehow amassed over a $70 million net worth, and we would know how she amassed that if there was public information as to how she gets paid. But obviously there's not. And when there is transparency, it poses a threat to the system and people like her that run the system. X poses a threat to her system as well because she's getting community noted. She can't just tweet. She can't just say things anymore without getting thrown at with some knowledge. To me, this is horrible, and it really displays how bad our country is at this point, that even people like her are just making up things as they go on TV. They literally just say, oh, someone from Russia is using this, someone from North Korea is using this. Where's the proof? If you're saying crypto's funding this North Korean nuclear thing, Majiggy, then why don't you go and provide us blockchain transactions to prove it and give us a face to the name? Say, oh, this is the North Korean group, here's a picture of them, or a picture of one person. You'll never get real evidence. And it honestly terrifies me that this is our government, especially because people other than her don't even know why our system is the way it is. So there's a new documentary coming out called Finding the Money Film. And this is featuring people that literally are in charge of our monetary system. We always ask ourselves, why are we paying taxes when the government could just print more money? Why are we lending our own currency and borrowing our own currency if we could just print more currency? This is something I just don't understand. And I really want to know what you guys think about this clip because Bitcoin is breaking $62,000 right now. And this makes me even more bullish on the asset because look at who runs our system. This is absolutely astonishing what you're about to watch. Astonishing.
The U.S. government can't go bankrupt because we can print our own money.
Guys, again, this is the chair of the Council of Economic Advisors to our current president.
It obviously begs the question, why exactly are we borrowing in a currency that we print ourselves? I'm waiting for someone to stand up and say, why do we borrow our own currency in the first place?
Like you said, they print the dollar. So why does the government even borrow?
Well, again, some of this stuff gets, some of the language that some of the language and concepts are just confusing. I mean, the government definitely prints money, and it definitely lends that money, which is why the government definitely prints money, and then it lends that money by selling bonds. Is that what they do? They sell bonds. Yeah, they sell bonds, right? Because they sell bonds and people buy the bonds and lend them the money. Yeah, so a lot of times, at least to my ear with MMT, the language and the concepts can be kind of unnecessarily confusing, but there is no question that the government prints money and then it uses that money to, yeah, I guess I can't really talk. I don't get it. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, because it's like the government clearly prints money. It does it all the time, and it clearly borrows. Otherwise, we wouldn't be having this debt and deficit conversation. So I don't think there's anything confusing there.
Our own government doesn't even know why they print money and why and how the bank system works the way it works. This is not an SNL clip. This is real life. And this is absolutely horrifying because you even have people like Brad Sherman. I think that was his name, Senator Sherman, that was talking about printing money, bro, and saying that, oh, all these crypto bros are just printing money, but we're the government, so we can print money. Are you kidding me? That is ridiculous. These people in our own government do not even know what they are talking about, which is why it even makes me even more bullish on Nayib Bukele, the president of El Salvador, because remember when he posed the same question literally a few months ago?
Would ask, well, so if the government can print unlimited amounts of money out of thin air, why do they collect taxes?
Look at his face. Look at that face. He knows what he's saying. He knows what he's saying. Look at that face.
I mean, in theory, it would make sense, right? If they can print unlimited amounts of money, why would they need taxes for? The answer is simple, but it's very shocking. The real problem is that you pay high taxes only to uphold the illusion that you are funding the government, which you are not. It's shocking, but it's true. The government is funded by money printing, paper backed with paper, a bubble that will inevitably burst. The situation is even worse than it seems, because if most Americans and the rest of the world were to become aware of this farce, confidence in your currency would be lost, the dollar would fall, and the Western civilization with it.
I know, guys. I know. You don't gotta tell me. You do not gotta tell me that this man knows exactly the meta. He knows exactly what he's talking about. How absolutely ridiculous is that another president in February called out our own government and said, why do you print money and have people pay taxes when you could just print more money? And exactly, you're pretending that you're funding the government when you're not, when they just want to take a piece of your hard-earned work so that you can't put it towards what you need to do, whether that's buying property, living your life, providing for your family, buying food. They don't want you to have any of that. They don't want you to have any sort of control or even think about what does it mean to be my own bank and be in control of my money where the government doesn't take my value away from me. The government doesn't value you or your time or your work, which is why they have fiat currency, so they could constantly inflate, and people like us just pay more money to live the same life and even lesser than, because look at the quality of food we have. Look at the quality of life we live now, where if you have a full cart of groceries, it's considered a haul and you're rich. How sad is that? That this is where we're at? And our own government has no idea what the actual they're saying, like this? Like, what is this? Tell me.
So, yeah, I guess I can't really talk. I don't get it. I don't know what they're talking about. Like, because it's like,
if you were already bearish on the dollar, if you were already bearish on the United States economy, does this make it worse or better for you? Does this make it worse or better for you? Put a 1 or a yes emoji if you think that you're still confident in the dollar. And put a 2 or a no emoji if you're like, get me the out of here. Because that's exactly what we have going on here. This is horrible. This is embarrassing as a country. We don't even know what he can't even Gary Gensler his way out of that one and kind of skew it away from the question. He's a bad politician because he can't even talk his way out of it. You should be able to talk your way out of it, bud. Jared, what is this? I am so much more bullish on Bitcoin after hearing that interview that he has no idea why we tax people and why we borrow our own currency when we could just print more. This is why Bitcoin, this is why you have to be your own bank. Finite supply of 21 million Bitcoin. It won't ever be more than that. There won't ever be more than 100 million Satoshis to one Bitcoin. that it will always be decentralized, peer-to-peer, 24/7, 365, with no intermediaries, no one to tell you no, and no one to inflate it where your Bitcoin is not worth anything anymore and everything you've worked for is completely out the window. And they don't even have a reason for it. I cannot believe that this would even be able to be put out publicly, is how astonishingly horrible this clip is. This guy's definitely a paid actor, is what I'll tell you. That's the definition of a paid actor. Wow. I could use cuss words all over this. Horrible. That's how angry it gets me. I just want to cuss, cuss, cuss. And it's wild that these bad actors are literally out here spewing that crypto's bad, but these criminals are manipulating the system and they don't even know why it works the way it does. That they're saying crypto's so bad. Everything is public. Everything's transparent. Now, their system is transparent. The government themselves just loses billions and billions of dollars every year. And we ask, where is that money? Government, where's the money? Hello? Is anyone out there? Oh, wait, they don't know where it is. And they say, oh, we just can't trace it. But you spent $50 on a crypto exchange. Let me go check that out. Oh, you sent $600 on Venmo. Here's a $10.99. Why do we have to get watched for every single penny we spend, but we can't account them for the billions of dollars that they spend and probably put in their own pockets and send to other countries and fund every other thing except for our own people where there are veterans sleeping on the street? Who's helping our veterans? Who's helping our homeless? Who's helping the mental health epidemic in this country with all the funding that these government agencies have? And all the billions that they lose. They don't just lose it helping people. They lose it putting it in their own pocket and doing tons of illicit financing. They talk about illicit financing in crypto. Guys, there's $800 billion to $2 trillion USD. That's 2 to 5% of the global GDP that gets laundered every single year. That's not Bitcoin. That's not crypto. That is cash. That is dollars. That is fiat. So where are those dollars? Where is it going? Who is it funding? This brings me to Tether now. Because Tether is now teaming up with Chainalysis, which the government likes to use whenever they like to spew a narrative here. And now Tether is teaming up with Chainalysis because of the pressures. And why? Because our government is pressuring them and saying that they're saying Tether has an alleged role to circumvent international sanctions and facilitate illicit finance. Obviously, there are going to be countries that our country and these other elite groups that team up together, these countries, and say that they don't like someone. Guys, if someone else is in a country that obviously is being sanctioned, they might be sanctioned for a reason. But what if there's an innocent person like you and I that's living in these countries that needs to operate a business, that needs to be able to own something and transact? We need permissionless money. We need something that's private. As a woman in other countries, I wouldn't be able to have the freedoms I have today in this country by being able to have my own show, go outside, do all these things. I would need Bitcoin. I would need cryptocurrency in those countries as well because I don't have rights there. You need to protect your rights. Life, liberty, property. This is what the movement's about. And they want to take everything away. They want to take away Tether. They want to say that they're working with criminals. Meanwhile, Tether's compliant. Circle's compliant. Binance is compliant. All of these people are compliant. Yet what did they throw out there? That crypto's for criminals. It's less than 1% of illicit global financial transactions. Period. And crypto money laundering has gone down in the past year. Why? Because everything's transparent and there's more eyes on the blockchain. So if you're trying to launder money, you're actually kind of stupid for doing that because you will get caught. I'm so over it. I'm so over it. there's so many things that are so bad in this country too, because then you have Gary Gensler and all the SEC who are complete
hucksters, fraudsters, scam artists, Ponzi schemes.
And Gary Gensler, if we remember, was saying the same thing that Liz Warren was saying. Oh, this illicit financing with cryptocurrency, so horrible. Like, guys, like, let's get freaking real. That, again, they're lying out their wazoo. And then we have the ETFs that came out. The only reason Bitcoin ETFs got approved is because a judge told them in the Grayscale case that they have to, that they're arbitrary and capricious, and that the SEC provided no real evidence as to why they shouldn't approve the Bitcoin ETF. Now, we need the options on spot Bitcoin ETF, which is usually supposed to be approved days after the ETF. But now, all of a sudden, it's delayed. And Gary Gensler is refusing to allow these listings on multiple exchanges. Why? Why is this happening? Because they don't want Bitcoin. They're scared of the revolution. Representatives Wiley Nickel and Mike Flood, and again, one's a Democrat, one's a Republican, showing you that it's a bipartisan issue. It's not left versus right. It's not the middle versus the down or the up versus the down, whatever it might be. I do not care about politics because why? They're all the same. They exhorted the SEC to approve the listing and trading of options on spot Bitcoin ETFs amid the delays. In a letter sent to Gary Gensler, the two lawmakers pointed to the agency's January approval of spot Bitcoin ETFs, which has so far brought in billions of dollars, and they said, "We urge you without delay to either approve options on spot Bitcoin ETPs or to provide an explanation for the Commission's difference in treatment between the options for Bitcoin futures, which are trading, and the options for the spot ETPs." The two members previously wrote a letter in September urging Gensler to approve the ETFs. Guys, he's withholding crypto. They know that the revolution is bigger than they can handle. They don't understand how big it's going to be. And maybe they do. Maybe they're not that stupid as we think, that they know how big Bitcoin is and they don't want to approve it because they don't have enough yet. Maybe they didn't buy enough yet. Maybe they just want cheap Bitcoin. So ETS could buy more, BlackRock could buy more, China could buy more because we know we're awfully close with that country.
China.
How much influence do they have on our stock market? That's the question you should be asking. I'm over these people. I'm over the tyranny that comes along with this. Why is this a thing? Why is there such discrimination against an asset? That should be questioned. Gary Gensler should be under oath and actually be forced to answer questions in court. Because there's no reason for this. There's no reason for the scrutiny here. Other than they're scared. Other than the banks are failing. And they know that people are going to exit into cryptocurrency, whether that's the ETFs or buying Bitcoin themselves, which is why Operation Choke Point happened last year. They don't want on-ramps and off-ramps. They don't want you to own something that you can make money with. They don't want you to be able to earn yield, which is why they took away staking. But Franklin Templeton, all these ETFs and all these tokenization platforms, they can earn a yield. But us, regular retail, us making money? Gosh forbid. Gosh forbid. I'm mad. Absolutely mad. And this even leads me into China. Because now they're saying there's going to be $1 billion of assets under management in the Hong Kong ETS by the end of 2024, which, again, that's still not a lot and nothing close to the U.S. They said that they will have or reach $1 billion in assets under management, AUM, by the end of the year. And London-based CF Benchmarks provided that data, including BlackRock's IBIT. And they're saying that totals AUM to $24 billion. And it represents half of the crypto benchmarking market, which just shows how big of an influence BlackRock has, one. And two, that Hong Kong ETFs, they're lame, guys. Everyone was pamping, oh my gosh, the Hong Kong ETFs. Guys, they do absolutely nothing. Because who could really participate in them? Not the mainland Chinese, no regular people, only the rich, only the institutions. And those institutions are CCP controlled. So what's real in China? China. What's real?
China.
Nothing.
No!
And another thing, oh boy, we're just on a roll today. Another thing that lights my freaking fire out here is Nigeria. Nigeria is getting me to a point where I want to fly there myself and lose my noodle. Lose the noodle. We have the Binance executives that are still in Nigeria. Why? We still have no idea. Because here's the thing, guys. At the end of February, we had 2 Binance spokespeople that went along to have a meeting with the Nigerian government. They were there for a meeting. What happened? They had said a meeting, went back to their hotel. Nigerian government shows up and say, hey guys, you're forced to go to where we tell you to go. Takes them captive, holds them against their will, and doesn't let them return to their families. And they are claiming that these people are Nigerian agents for Binance, but there is no physical entity of Binance in Nigeria. So how can they be an agent? It also gets me mad because the Nigerian government is blaming Binance for $26 billion of untraceable funds, wants a stupid amount of money to be paid in a fine, and says that Binance should be blamed for the Naira, their native currency, diminishing and basically exploding and being utterly worthless. No, Nigerian government, that was you. That was your economic failures. It has nothing to do with the business. That's like saying car makers are the reason why no one's driving on the road in Nigeria. No, it's because people can't freaking afford something. Or even in the United States, oh, you're going to blame Apple for technology and bad usage of technology because you know what people are doing on social media. It's nasty. Oh, we're going to take out social media. We'll blame them for the mental health crisis. We're going to blame Apple and social media for the mental health crisis. It's because it was allowed, and there were multiple things that led up to this mental health crisis. So then you have Nigeria that's blaming people like Binance, that's a crypto exchange, for the Naira plummeting. No, the Naira sucks. It doesn't have value. And then, like other fiat currencies, because again, how centralized is that? You then go ahead and you have their CBDC that they try to force on the Nigerian people, where you could only withdraw $45 a day from the ATM if you can get it. People were going to the banks, throwing tantrums. We want our money. They didn't want to give them their money. So obviously, peer-to-peer crypto trading started to soar in the country. That's what's happening now. And they want to take out Binance. They want to know everyone that's touching these platforms because they are scared. They are worried that their currency will be utterly and completely useless because people don't want to use it anymore. So here's the latest here, that they were supposed to have their trial today, and this is Tigran Gambaryan, or however you say his last name. Now, Tigran is a U.S. citizen, held against his will, no reason to be charged with money laundering, yet has the United States government stepped in and said, that's our citizen, we want him home? No. Where are they? Where's our government to go defend our citizen that's being held in another country? It was originally scheduled to begin today, but delayed again until May 17th because of the Nigeria's Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, the EFCC, presenting a document that provided evidence that the Binance lawyers had not seen, and it's reportedly 300 pages long. Guys, this is manipulation, this is corruption, and this is showing that, oh, we're just going to push back your trial and do whatever we want you to do because we have some evidence that's 300 pages. Are you kidding me? Is this where we're at? You're just going to move this trial back 2 weeks because you felt like you wanted to bring more evidence? Why is our U.S. government not coming for this guy that's being held captive in Nigeria? He's not someone even in the company that could even have decision making there. So why is he being held accountable? Why do they want to put him in jail? There's no answers other than corruption. That's it. And it's so unfortunate. So sad. Utterly upsetting. I don't know. I'm like on fire. Oh gosh. Why am I yelling? Because I'm mad, Raphael. Because I'm mad. Marcus Cipher said, "Why Nigeria?" That was good. That I'll give you. That was good. Why Nigeria? Why? Why Nigeria? Why Nigeria? And then you go and you have FTX. Oh boy. The FTX executive, the former FTX executive, Ryan Salam, or Ryan Salami, like the freaking cold cut out here, is apparently going to give up his $5.9 million Bahamian property. Oh, it's about time, bro. The co-chief executive of FTX Digital Markets, Ryan Salams, has agreed to transfer his multi-million-dollar property as part of his plea agreement. And we filed this, the FTX Trading Limited and affiliated debtors, with the bankruptcy court in Delaware, where he agreed to give up that $6 million house in the Bahamas. He pled guilty to charges, and his plea required him to pay $5.6 million in restitution. He will satisfy the restitution, all these things. And again, we haven't really heard much about him. And we don't know what's really going to happen. Is he going to get sentenced? Apparently, he does have a court date for May 28th, and we'll see what happens if we actually get any real news about what happens to this guy, because where's Caroline Ellison? This kid Ryan, Daniel Friedberg, who's pulled off many scams in the past. Where is he? Where are the FTX executives that helped pull off all of this, on top of all the banks that literally SBF owned his own bank in Washington? Why aren't we asking questions about who used that bank, what money was laundered through that bank, and who worked at the bank? Am I the only one asking this? Another thing of corruption. Who was using that? Who's covering it up? Ugh. Freaking nuts. Guys, smash the likes. Share this out with friends. We have 17 subscribers until we hit 16.5. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. All right. Let's see. Am I good on time? Okay. So, listen, guys. We got things happening, and I'm gonna stop yelling now because like I said, I'm fasting. Like, I had to fast for today, and I'm not happy about it because I wanted to eat my brekkie. I do have my little smoothie here. It is, I couldn't get anything acidy. I'm trying not to do that, but we have here strawberry, banana, blueberry, and I think milk as the base. I think I wanted to get mango juice, but I had to get 2 of these, and I didn't want to confuse the guy and confuse myself. So I was just like, I'll do whole milk, but I would have gotten probably mango juice. But yeah. No, G, you're so freaking funny, bro. Like, I can't even look at the chat. I can't even look at you because you're so funny. What's going on? Andy S with 5 memberships. Why, thank you. Milkman's like, I'll listen to anything you say. Well, thank you. FTX was wild. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. We got some Bitcoin news, like Jack Dorsey, and he's taking 10% of his Bitcoin profits every month and buying more Bitcoin with it and adding it to their balance sheet here. So again, we have Block that began dollar cost averaging Bitcoin, and again, 10% of its monthly Bitcoin related profit to buy Bitcoin, with plans to do this each month for the remainder of the year. So pretty smart on Jack Dorsey's end. We're going to go into the market recap and everything and see what's up. So, guys, if you want to see some charts and things and whatevers, drop it in the chat, man. Special like. Share this stream out with friends. What are we doing out here? How many likes do we have? I don't even know. I don't even know. I don't even pay attention to these things. 139 likes. Let's get 150. We're so close. 11 more. All right, let's see. Let's get it. So we have a sea of green this morning. Something's happening. Memes are doing good. Everything's doing pretty good, especially because Bitcoin herself is running like an effer. So we're at 61.6 right now. 61.8 something was the top for today. Well, so far. Day's not over, obviously. But we have a green dot that's printed on the momentum, bringing also that VWAP soaring, not really soaring, but starting to go over that zero line, which is nice. And we wanted to maybe see an anchor weight, trigger weight type situation, but I don't know. We're going to have to see. Also, we have red money flow on the daily Bitcoin, which is quite surprising, but maybe we'll have a strong curvature back up, which is always the hope. And then we have an RSI that kind of bounced off this kind of oversold region. We're converging with the RSIs, which could mean some zest. And we'll hopefully see maybe reach the 50 line this weekend. I don't know. It depends if we trade this weekend. Usually weekends are kind of boring. And neutrally, close above 60K. Bullishly, 63.6, 63.7. That's what we're looking for. And I know y'all like to have all of your longs, your shorts, not just the sleeves or the pants you wear, but also the trading strat. And we know that Bitcoin short liquidations were spiking over $24 million because we held above that 59K, went through 60K. So we did hit, I think we hit 62. Yeah, 62.2 was the high for today. We also have Ethereum, that's $3,051 today. We have red money flow. We have a VWAP going up, but flat momentum. I wish that would pick up on the ether. And then you also have the RSI that's trying to aim bullish, but we'll see what happens there. Bearishly, of course, 2770, keep defending 2900 and 3000. Ideally, want to close above 3000. And 3230 is the bullish case scenario. And then 3550 or 3530, 3550 is the next level to watch above that. And then you have Litecoin, the freaking right coin. Everybody loves Litecoin. Guys, we're going to Litecoin Summit July 24th to the 25th in the lovely Nashville, Tennessee. And I hope I see you there. I hope I see you there. It will be so fun and enjoyable and zesty, as always. $84 per ticket. I mean, sheesh, for 2 days of conferencing in Nashville. Why not? $81.57, up around 1.9% here. Green dot printing on the momentum. VWAP looks like she's crossing that zero line with confidence. We like that. But watch out for that money flow, see if it dips into the red. We do have the RSI that's choppy, but trying to make her way downtown in the bullish direction. Bullishly passing this 200-day SMA. Bearish levels to watch is obviously that 76.46 where the 200-day SMA is, $75. And then we have the selling pressure that we've been seeing at 85, so I'm hoping to conquer that at some point. And then Dogecoin, below that 14 cents. Really nice defense at this about 12 and a quarter. Green dot on the momentum. Red money flow, though. VWAP going over that zero line. I like that. And the RSI trying to be a bullish gal in a bearish world. So we'll see what goes on. Obviously, 12 cents was awesome to defend. And bullishly, we're looking at basically 14 and a quarter, 0.143 is 1.423. That's really what we're looking at. And then bullish is 17 and a half. Obviously, we want 20-cent Doge, but you know, we can't be greedy. All right. Yes, Emma Foster. She said, I'm going with my dad. Pump it. I can't wait to meet you, Emma Foster and John Foster. Moo to Echo. Nice to see you. Jay Beasy. Nice to see you. Johnny Paycheck. Good morning. Robert Ferguson. Nice to see you. Jay Beasy said vocals. Yes, we love our vocals. Right now? Right now?
A potato flew around
my room before you came. So funny. The daily looks bullish. Yes, man. I'm excited. Market Cipher. Thank you for your zest in the chat. Thank you for your zest. Salami. Yeah, I just decided to call it salami. I think it's funny. I think it's pronounced salam, but I'm gonna call him Salami because you know what? You trolled us all with the FTX rug. I'm gonna troll you too, bro. Francisco, price prediction. I don't make price predictions. I just tell you levels to look at on the charts. Hi-Fi says moon time. Yes, freaking pivot. Hi, Colton. John, what's up? Nice to see you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Oh boy, man. Juice Toes. I see you out there, Juice Toes. I see you. But yeah, like we have like things going on and things to look forward to, like Litecoin Summit, like Bitcoin hitting all-time highs. I'm just like excited. And I'm ready for Bitcoin to hit all-time highs again. I'm ready to like melt faces because everyone's like, oh no, 50K Bitcoin. Guys, where's 12K? What happened to that? Oh, never mind. We got 50K Bitcoin that people are saying could happen. When everyone's saying one thing, Bitcoin usually does the opposite. So I would watch out. Could we have like a flash crash of sorts? Maybe. But could we go past all-time highs, blast through this golden zone, go past all-time highs from 2021 and just completely mess people up?
Oh my God!
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm really excited for that. I think it's going to be really great. I think it's going to be really amazing to be part of this industry, especially as we just like freaking explode. SC says we need to consolidate here for a healthy bull, in my opinion. Yes. I think I need like a little bell, like a little bing. Like, yeah, like you are correct. I don't know if I have like a good sound for that. Like, I think I need one. That's like actually important. I think I could give you this.
Oh, baby. Bing bang.
But yeah, I definitely think that the way we've been moving is very different. We're not like just pumping, dumping. Like it's a little bit more controlled now. So I'm okay with everything that's going on. I really enjoy the way the market's been moving. But man, like what a crazy day. I'm telling you guys, what a crazy day. I'm so excited. I think there's a lot of good things going on, a lot of great things to do. And I will make sure that we fill you in on all the news that you need to know, all the things that you need to go into this market and be like freaking yerd. I'm ready to get into this revolution because this is what it's about. It's a revolution. And today we learned that our own government has no idea what they're talking about, as we already pretty much knew. But now it's confirmed they have no idea what they're talking about. And that means our economy is going to go absolutely kaploo because we have people running it that have absolutely no clue what's going on. But I'm hoping maybe there's a new regime and something happens there. But at the same time, like, aren't they all the same at the end of the day? I don't know. I really don't trust anyone, which is why I'm in Bitcoin, which is why I'm in crypto, because no matter what happens with all of these crazy Delulu people that run our government and the world for that matter, we have a money that belongs to us, that has a finite supply, that's not going to be devalued, that we know that we can transact with anyone, anywhere in the world, 24/7, 365, over the internet or the radio waves. People don't know. People are saying Bitcoin can't 2x this bull market. It can't 5x. It can't 10x anymore. How do you know that, bruh? How do you know that? Do you know that for a fact? No. No one knows that. Not one person. If Bitcoin 10x is this bull market, good. Because that will prove everybody wrong. Oh, just nuts. Just nuts. Yes, kaploo. But guys, this was a really amazing show, and I appreciate every single one of you. I do have some things to take care of for life today. Right, Papa Tom? Right, Papa Tom? Self-proclaimed social media experts. That's so funny. It's like people come out, like they during the bear market, where was everyone, right? Like we were here on this show. Where was it? Like, where were a lot of people? They disappeared and they were like, oh, Bitcoin sucks. Removed Bitcoin from their bios and all this stuff. And now they're all back. They're master traders and all this stuff, right, Papa Tom? Papa Tom was doing live streams all throughout the bull, the bear, and the in-betweens. And look at where he is. Still here. Still zesty. Still being amazing. Right, Thomas? Right, Papa Tom? Yes. Guys, thank you so much for being here. Shaking knees. Oh gosh, you're so funny, dude. I literally hit the gym yesterday, my leg day. It was freaking nuts. I'm just like standing because I had to. I like standing is so much easier than sitting when you work out. But guys, I encourage you to go to the gym this weekend. Go outside, touch grass if you can, and just kill the game. Get after it. Be your own bank. Make sure you guys are aware of everything going on And I'm hoping that you guys have gotten zest out of this episode, education that you could take and spread throughout the world. I appreciate every single one of you. If you haven't yet, please make sure, hold on.
Why don't you like and subscribe and share this video?
Have an amazing day.
Oh, baby. Bing bong.
Have an amazing day, a happy Friday, an amazing weekend. And as always, always say it in the chat. Say it in the chat. Stay zesty. Peace.
Hucksters,
It's not all
fraudsters,
about you, Gary. You're so
scam
annoying.
artists, Ponzi schemes,